Match 12 of the Big Bash shall feature the Sydney Thunder and the Perth Scorchers. Let's build our team on my 11 Circle Fantasy Pick on ESPN Cricinfo. I'm Ronald Kapoor and Tom Moody is all set to join me. Right, let's go to our pro tip for this one. And we're saying as captain, Ashton Turner averages 42.11 at a strike rate of over 143 in T20s, whereas his average drops to under 18 when he's not captain. Now, since he's captaining the Scorchers for this one, make sure you have him in your team. Tom Moody, does that make sense?
It's an interesting statistic, but I wouldn't be making my decisions based on that. Purely, I think it's more about when Ashton Turner has been in form. He certainly has looked like he's been in better form so far in this early parts of the BBL, so he's one to definitely consider.
All right, now let's see how much weightage we give Ashton Turner. I think we'll give him quite a bit looking at that pro tip of ours. So let's go to player availability first up and get you up to speed with Adam Milne, who could very well make his BBL debut for the Sydney Thunder after recovering from injury. And before we move to our playing 11, a quick reminder on the My 11 Circle Fantasy app. You have 100 credits to pick your fantasy team from 4 categories of players: batsmen, bowlers, wicket keepers, and all-rounders. Every player's individual credit value is listed on the app. You can pick a maximum of 7 players from one team in any given contest, and we'll throw in 4 substitute options as well. Let's go to our top picks. Our captain choice is indeed Ashton Turner. Now, we already gave you the numbers on what happens when he's captain in T20 cricket versus when he's not, but he's had a couple of nice knocks. We could see the best of Ashton Turner in those little cameos of 24 of 16 and 39 of 17. We think he's due a big one, so you don't want to miss out on the points. Jai Richardson's going to be our vice-captain choice, and at the start of the tournament, there were concerns on the 23-year-old fast bowler's fitness, but he has come back with impressive figures: 3.4 overs, 3 for 20 so far in the tournament. He picked up 15 wickets in 14 games at an average of 25 last season, so we're going for Jai Richardson as vice-captain. Now, captains give you double the points, vice-captains 1.5 times the points, so pick them very carefully. In our top picks, Dan Sams features. He regularly does in the Big Bash League, especially when the Thunder play. He also managed an unbeaten 25 ball 65 with the bat last game against Brisbane Heat. That he'll remember for a long time. So Daniel Sams is giving you not just points with ball, but with bat. Does that make him a more tempting captain or vice-captain option? I'll ask Tom Moody in just a second. Alex Hales is there as well. The second highest scorer rather in Big Bash last season, 576 runs in 17 games, and he started off this season with a pretty neat 41 ball 46. So we're going to keep the tall English opening bat up there. Callum Ferguson is there as well, the 36-year-old Sydney Thunder captain who started this season off by top scoring, 35 ball 54 against the Melbourne Stars. And he's got pretty good numbers against the Sydney Thunder as well. Our top picks: Ashton Turner as captain, Jai Richardson as vice-captain, Daniel Sams, Alex Hales, Callum Ferguson round off our top picks. Tom Moody, thoughts on those?
Yeah, it's interesting you bring up the Daniel Sams. I would definitely consider him either in that captaincy position or vice-captain. He is right in the mix at the moment, taking wickets, scoring runs. He seems to be in a hell of a lot of form at the moment, and I think on the back of his international exposure. So definitely one to consider there. The other one that I like in that pick is Alex Hales. He, to me, has got a big one just around the corner.
All right, let's go to some differential picks now. And Josh Inglis regularly features in these differential picks. He is one of the top 10 run scorers in last season's Big Bash, and he's not made any significant contributions to the bat this season yet, but his strike rate's pretty good from what we remember of last season. He can get you points in bulk if he finds form, and the extra points that he does give you as a keeper option, remember. Usman Khawaja is there as well. He had an indifferent start to the tournament with scores of 7 and 17, but we do know that after getting overlooked for the Test series, he might be motivated to score a few more runs. Class player that he is, we don't rule out that he could get you points when he fires. Josh Inglis and Usman Khawaja in our differential picks. Our full team does feature Inglis as a keeper option for the Scorchers. Usman Khawaja along with Alex Hales, Callum Ferguson, Alex Ross, Joe Clark and Ashton Turner. Plenty of batsmen. Ashton Turner is our recommended captain choice, of course. Daniel Sams is there, who you could consider as captain or vice-captain, as Tom mentioned. Jonathan Cook, Jai Richardson, our recommended vice-captain, and Andrew Tye. Substitute options include Ben Cutting, Tanveer Sangha, Colin Munro, and Mitchell Marsh. We're looking at an alternate scenario. You got Mitchell Marsh possibly replacing Joe Clark. I wonder what Tom Moody makes of that. Tom, any more suggestions you'd like to throw in? What do you make of that potential swap between Mitch Marsh and Joe Clark?
Yeah, I don't mind that, but one I like a little bit more than that is Colin Munro into that side for Joe Clark. I just think Munro's got pretty much his feet under the table in the Big Bash. He's got a score already. He's got a lot of franchise cricket experience and international experience. So I like him in the 11, to be honest with you.
All right, fair enough. Thank you very much to Tom Moody. More from him as the Big Bash League moves along at a nice little pace. So make sure you check in with latest player availability and team news after tosses, and only then confirm your fantasy team. Will be back with plenty more on my 11 Circle Fantasy Pick on ESPN Cricinfo.